Tonight, the Bulls play their 7th game in December and a chance for them to climb up to 6th in the table as they will see out 2025. Well, tonight, maybe the last game of this year, but it is a first for the Jersey Bulls captain fantastic, James Carey, in your picture there, making his 200th appearance for the Jersey Bulls. An absolute club legend. Well, he'll be hoping he can inspire his side on to the 3rd win in a row, which would be also a first for the Bulls, in that it would be their first back-to-back victories at step 4. That would be 3 in a row after 2 wins in the last 2 games. A 5-0 win on Saturday and 3-0 last week. Well, they're up against Ashford United, a side in pretty decent form, winning 3 of their last 6. And they have to have one of the best nicknames in club football. They're known as the Nuts and Bolts. Well, let's see if they can be loosened today and the Bulls can tighten their grip on the promotion playoffs. Long way to go, of course, in this season, but the Bulls' form recently has been good. And tonight, in front of a home crowd, as they see out 2025, they have a real chance to make even further progress from where they once came, back at step 6 into step 4. Can they make it back-to-back promotions? Well, tonight will be a start, the end of 2025, the end of 7 games in 24 days, when it all started back against Eastbourne Town on the 6th of December with a 1-0 win. And then the Bulls went on to win at home against Erith Town 3-1. A draw with Beckenham, a side they still haven't beaten. And then, unfortunately, a loss at home to Herne Bay. But they bounced back with 2 victories on the 22nd against Broadbridge Heath 3-0. And on Saturday away at East Grinstead. Well, tonight they turn their attention to Ashford United, the Nuts and Bolts. Well, in front of us, the officials and the 2 captains. Coin has gone to the floor there, but nevertheless, decision's been made. Mr. Goldup is in charge of proceedings. The captain for the away side is Gary Lockyer. Well, for the Bulls, again, some changes. Piers Roche stays in goal, still replacing Ewan van der Vliet. A back 4 we expect to be Jack Lumsden, James Carey, Luke Campbell and Jay Giles. Any mix in the middle, but likely to be Kilshaw, Trotter and Watson. And a front 3 of Cavallio. It looks like it'll be Leki Mamati and Toby the Ritzamer. Well, we're nearly ready here at Springfield Stadium for the final time in 2025. It's the Jersey Bulls against Ashford United, and we're underway. Well, long ball testing there towards the corner. Jay Giles gets a little bit ahead of it. Cavallio back defending, as he does so often. Just making sure that he supports Jay Giles in that left-back position. Early throw here coming from the Nuts and Bolts with Hassler. Looks to launch one into the box. An early test for the Bulls here. Well, the flick is on, but it's easy for Piers Roche. Comes and collects and wants to get it going quickly. Looking for a long ball. Well, just catching perhaps the back of one of the Ashford players there. Referee has called for the free kick. And Roche will get a chance to launch it. James Carey there. Really is a phenomenal achievement by the skipper. 200 games for the Jersey Bulls. Long ball forward. Solid header again. Ashford, of course, on the back of a win themselves on Saturday, 1-0 against Hastings. As the Bulls try and break forward to Ritzamer. Just, what is he brought down? He goes down, he gets back up again. And it's cleared eventually by Scarlett, well, nearly, and then back in again. Up the line to Carney. There's nobody there except Roche. Well, not the best clearance from him. It's been picked up by Lekima Mati, finding some form since his return to fitness. And Campbell just knocks it back. Back again with the skipper, Kerry. Long ball forward. Looking for Ritzema. Falls now for Trotter, who tries to get in there, and he's managed to keep possession. Ritzema now. Cavallio outside him. Cavallio will run. He'll go against Scarlett. Cavallio whips it in. Wow, clips off the head in the middle there. May well have been Moses. But good from the balls. Cavallio operating down that left today. Lekima Mati down the right. So a switch for the Magician. And Toby Ritzema filling some big boots, wearing the number 9, or playing in the number 9 role, wearing the number 6 shirt. Long throw in comes, flicked on by Ritzema. Well, it just catches, does it? The top of the crossbar, claims of a corner. Goal kick has been given, and Brooks will roll it out, but will take his time. And the Bulls looking tonight for a third back-to-back win at this level. As the Bulls played short there for Fuller. Now on this near side for Lewis. Lewis cuts inside. Needs a bit of help here. Ball's played forward. And a chase here for Collins. Collins whips it back in a crossbar post. Campbell with the header. Still alive though for nuts and bolts. Just trying to turn the screw a little bit here. Inside there to Dixon. And again, the ball's just holding it as Dixon gets his back to Moses. Onto this side for Lewis, and again, just keeping possession well here. All into Fuller. Nice quick play there for Collins. Now again for Lewis on this left-hand side. Wants to try and get the ball in, he does. Well, it's evaded everybody. It's going to fall for Jay Giles right in the corner. But it's pretty quick end-to-end stuff here, as Ritzema now being well shackled there by Moses. And the Bulls ball on the far side. And the Bulls searching for their 5th victory in the month of December. 4 already chalked up. Can they make it 5? Ritzema just battling there, but it's going to be a throw-in as the drone hovers above us, and we've seen it before, and we've seen how it can call those close decisions post-fact, of course. Not able to do it live as the Bulls look to break. Ritzema again. Scarlett gets there first. Bulls don't get that one. It's going to be Ashford's throw. 2026 looking to be a mouth-watering few games. But the business to be done first tonight. As it goes back again to Brooks, who launches one. Looking again for Lockyer. Well, they're coming again, but a touch there by Lumsden, who does well. Picked up by Collins, wants some help, tries to go on his own, goes inside. Collins tries the shot, does! Easy in the end for Roche, down to his left-hand side. And Collins doing well there. Always looked like he was going to just try and get it onto that right foot, get about a half a yard and take the shot, but no real power in it. Not enough to cause any problems for Pierce Roche as Kilshaw heads it down. Quick ball by Trotter to Lekima Mati. Lekima Mati on the overlap, trying to get in and behind. Lewis does well, though. Lekima Mati shuts him down. Ball's through. And the Bulls will want to continue. A 3rd clean sheet and a 3rd win. And some more goals to improve their goal difference as they continue to climb the table. Again, Lumsden. Ritzema being held up, being pulled down, but no foul. Campbell there just being caught in the challenge by Carney. Just to go it up right on hand as Watson rolls it out to Kerry. And again, it's Campbell. Kerry has a little look. Plays it forward. Lewis does well. Brings it forward as, again, looking for Collins on that left-hand side. And that's something to look out for, the Lewis-Collins link-up play in this first half. Lewis again with the throw. A little bit of a touch inside. Watson will get there, does well. Now Kere. Looking at Matty, just can't keep control of it. Again, Fuller clips it forward. Kere across. Lumsden. And Campbell clears, but he only gets it as far as Hassler. Hassler with a little dinked ball, but Lumsden there again, and Lekima Matty. Quick ball there again, just keeping possession here, but Fuller gets it back. And across it goes to Moses, steps up, goes inside, avoids one challenge, avoids two challenges, takes Killshaw down, but Killshaw doesn't get near the ball, and it's switched out to the far side, looking for the run there of Carney. Across comes Carvalho. Giles backs off, the ball's whipped in, and it's headed down by Lockyer into a dangerous position. Back it comes, shot from distance, hits the traffic, still going again. Collins now in the box, stood up by Lumsden, beaten, headed away by Watson, only as far as Lewis, back inside, and a bit of an up and under, which is grabbed by Roche. Well, all of a sudden, Ashford United looking very threatening. As the ball forward, straight through to Brooks. Long ball forward again by Moses. It's going to fall now for Bate. Dealt with by Campbell. Bulls have a number of subs tonight. As Carvalho picks it up. Now Ritzema trying to escape the challenge. Turns away, good play from him, away from Moses. Trying to get it out towards Carvalho, too easy. And now to Hassler. Back to Fuller. Looking pretty composed here, Ashford United, as they clip it forward for Lockyer, but Campbell gets there first, and then Watson. Lumsden to Lekima Matty. Being tracked there by Hassler, being hassled, you might say. And in the end, giving away the free kick. Watson wants to get it going, but just has to leave it for Campbell. Calm. As the Bulls just take their time. Flicked on. Ritzema trying to get there first. Lewis doesn't quite get there. Lumsden brings it back forward. Lovely ball inside. Now Lumsden bursting on. Lumsden! Well, he does all the hard work. Jack Lumsden, great bit of play from him. Bursting through. Lovely one-touch football there. And the shot just needed to go a yard or two to the left or the right of Brooks. And in the end, it just travels and skims over the crossbar. And Lumsden with a golden edge chance there to put the Bulls into the lead, and just can't quite hit the target. Well, it's great play, and it's the run by Lumsden. He just continues, he starts it, he makes his way forward. It's left for him, and you just feel he just needed to maybe drive that a little bit more. Keeping it down, in the end, he just puts too much underneath it, as the Bulls have to defend with Giles. And then again, Ritzema trying to get across and down that left-hand side, and he keeps it in. He's trying to go round the challenge of Moses, but ball's been adjudged to have gone out. And a bright start for Lumsden. Not quite delivering for the Bulls, but in the absence of Bickley, they'll have to find goals elsewhere. No to Santos either. Here come the Bulls again. Ritzema doing well, trying to find Lekima Matty. Lekima Matty escapes into the box. Lekima Matty this time. Will he take the shot? He's going to square it. Looking for Killshaw. Killshaw arriving, but the ball doesn't. And they scramble it away. Well, all of a sudden, the Bulls have burst into life this evening. This time, Lekima Matty working with Ritzema as Ashford clear it as far as Watson and Campbell. Well, two moments there in no time as Kere again looking out to that far side. Carvalho chests it down. Giles is up there. Trotter just turning away, doing the sensible, simple thing. Campbell again. So many regulars not playing tonight, but Carvalho, who is one of them, is there. Giles now whips it into the box. It's cleared. Back is Bate. Trying to get away from Carvalho. Kept in by Giles. Carvalho back on his feet. Just pulling there a little bit on Bate. Free kick's been given. So many players missing. No Johnny LeCain this evening. No Reyes Santos. No Lorne Bickley. No Ewan van der Vliet. On the bench show, there are some youngsters this evening, including potentially the first start for the Bulls for Casey Nixon. Stan Dunn is on the bench. Fraser Barlow, the old head, not that old, but you know, the one who always gets the goals. And Jamie Watling. So plenty to call on as here come Ashford again. Great challenge by Kere. No shirking there from the skipper as well. Trotter is pulled to the floor. Doesn't like it too much as Jack Dixon is penalised. Watson to Kilshaw. Long ball forward again. Lewis deals with it. Lecky Mamati will just get there ahead. And Ritzema causing problems again and just sneaking in the back door past Lewis. Can Ritzema get some help here? He's got Lecky Mamati. Now Trotter. Trotter working somehow the ball back inside. Ritzema, can he get the shot off? Ritzema blocked. Kilshaw now surely will play it out for Carvalho. Carvalho, Scarlett across, back to Kilshaw. Kilshaw tries to feed it through the crowd of players. And Ashford clear it, but Campbell is there. But they come again here, this time with Carney. Carney will go up against Giles. Giles does well, just puts the toe in. Throw in for Ashford far side. Well, it's end-to-end stuff this first 14 minutes. As soon as the Bulls get forward, Ashford looking to break on the counter. No, we wanted it to go out with a bit of a bang in 2025, and so far this game is very much alive. It's going to be a throw-in, which Hassler will take. Going to launch another one. Here it comes. Campbell with a towering header there. Carvalho hooks it clear. Only as far as the bullpen. Good numbers over there again. Hassler reloads. Lewis goes short and gets it. Back to Hassler, tries to hook it in with his left foot. Should be Roche's near post. Does he keep it in? No, corner has been given, so the first of the first half will be for Ashford United. A chance for them. A bit of pressure on the Bulls' defence. It looks like it's going to be Hassler again who's going to take this left foot, swinging this ball in. Goes towards the far post. Roche, good hands. Good clean catch from the man in all yellow tonight. In between the Bulls' posts as he launches it long again. Ball bouncing around. Trotter misses it, but good challenge in on the second. There's a chance made for Kilshaw to get there as quickly across comes Bate. And we go from, as we have already, one end to the other in the blink of an eye. Well, it's Lumsden again. It's taken over at right back and also taken over with the long throws, the rocket launches that we so often see from Johnny LeCain. And it comes again from Lumsden, near post, looking for Campbell to flick it on. Is it going to be a corner? It is. Second of the first half, and the first for the Bulls, and a chance, you think, for Jay Giles to whip this one in. With that left foot. Giles just putting it just inside that corner post as it comes in, flicked away again. And Carney trying to break down that right-hand side, needs a bit of help here. A quick switch of the ball, lovely play by the Ashford number 15 Hassler. It's Bate now trying to go up against Lumsden, trying to go around Lumsden, can't do it. Blocked the first time. Back to Lewis, he has 3 around him, one of them is Trotter. Well, a little bit of a touch there into Lumsden. Will be a Bulls goal kick as Kilshaw back defending well. A chance for everyone just to have a breather for a few seconds. It's what has been a really quick first nearly 20 minutes. Still no goals here, but the Bulls coming closest. Here's Roche. Looking again. Flick on by Kilshaw, doesn't quite get it. The ball comes back now. Collins just tries to get inside, get half a yard. Out onto the far side to Lockyer, and then Trotter is back and does well. Giles released by Campbell down that left-hand side. Giles will play it ahead of him, looking for Ritzema, who's going to try and get in behind. Brooks comes out and just, well, very clever by Ritzema. Knew what the keeper was going to do there. The keeper was just trying to allow the ball to go out. Ritzema knew what he was trying to get behind him and keep it in, and very nearly caught Brooks then, who just about recovers in time, but could have been a real error by the keeper. Gets away with it as now Lewis breaks, who's bombing over the halfway line. Ahead of him is Collins. Back to Lewis, across comes Watson. Flag is up far side. Well, I could see again how Brooks trying to shield that ball out moments ago, but Ritzema clever. Just didn't quite win the battle. And then straight away, the nuts and bolts. Tightly, quickly get up the other end. Looking for Leki Mamati again. Ritzema does well. Trying to get away there from Fuller, who thumps it out. Now a decent crowd in again for this last home game of this calendar year. Not, of course, the season. Still a long way to go. Just over the halfway mark now. And the Bulls certainly acquitting themselves well at step 4. Lumsden. Long again. Headed away by Lockyer. Falls to Kilshaw. Kilshaw tries to play it to Cavalier. Cavalier does well, trying to escape Scarlett. Back to Kilshaw. Ball's in. Flicked on. Now Lewis will try and bring it away. Brings it under control. He's got no challenge. And then tries to launch it forward, but well cut out by Watson. Back again, the Bulls go. Roche. Crisp clearance. Leki Mamati chasing, gets the header onto it. It's going to get away. He's into the box. Leki Mamati, can he square it? He can. Brilliant by Brooks, though, at the feet of Ritzema. The Bulls again rampaging forward. This time Ritzema trying to get on with it. Good cover by Moses, and Brooks has to be sharp and it has to be brave as well, and he gets down at the feet of the on-rushing Ritzema. Leki Mamati there doing really well against Lewis, and here they come again. The pendulum swings again. Collins trying to get there, but Lumsden will just let it run out. Well, without saying too much, you'd hope that there's going to be goals in this game, although there's plenty of action already. There's Lockyer, has he stayed on side? Looks like he has. Back to Collins now. Collins has a little look up, needs some help here. Arriving is Hassler. Back to Lewis. The Bulls defending well here. Kilshaw just tracking across, and again switch to the far side. Cavalier with a header. Falls there to Dixon. Now Scarlett. Foray forward for him. Hassler again, near side. Looks to whip it into the box. Should be for Roche. easy. Well, it's just going to run out for a goal kick. And Hassler was hoping there was going to be a run there, probably on that far side, looking for Carney, but Carney didn't get the memo. And that is a simple goal kick. As Roche has a little look up. Ritzimer again. Now Lecky Mamati going to take on Lewis again. He's already beaten him once. It's going to go towards the corner. Well, he's done well there. Oncoming is Fuller. Lecky Mamati has a little look up. Wins a corner for the Bulls. See, there wasn't anybody in the middle there, so what Lecky Mamati decided to do is just to try and win an advantage through playing it out off an Ashford player for a corner, which the Bulls can now get numbers forward for. Kerry is in there, Mr. 200. Can he cap it with a goal this evening as well? Ball comes in, far post. Looking for Campbell with a header. Cleared off the line, shot back, in again. Falls back now for Giles, who whips it back and across. Lockyer with the header. Well, the ball is ricocheting around, and now Ashford try and break as Cavalier tries to get back, as Trotter does in the end get there ahead of Collins, who's rushing. And again, Lewis under pressure from the high ball. He's got the touch on it, he can't really go home. He's a bit restricted there. Bulls get it back again. Now Watson brought down, is he? Well, they want to play on. The Bulls do take it quickly. Referee says no. Well, he could have, in fact, played the advantage there, Mr. Goldup. It was advantage Bulls. And he decided to give the free kick, which allows Ashford to reorganise themselves, but also for Campbell to get forward. Watson now looking for Ritzimer and Campbell. Trotter arriving, hooked away by Hassler. Lumsden should nod it back in. Campbell stays forward. Lecky Mamati beaten to it. Collins hooks it away, only as far as Lumsden, who drives it in. Good play by Lecky Mamati. Brought down, is he? Well, solid challenge coming in from Hassler there. Lecky Mamati is okay. Gets up, carries on. And Lumsden can launch one. Looks for Lecky Mamati. Keeps it alive. Oh, Brooks spills what was a pretty straightforward catch, but no problem as he quickly releases it. Nobody there though. Bulls come again. Cavalier will go up against Dixon. Just has to check. Watson again. And the Bulls just here, feeling they've got the upper hand perhaps slightly here on the opposition. Got more time on the ball, can play it at really much their tempo as they knock it around. Just trying to find a way to loosen the nuts and bolts. Cavalier just twisting and turning. Needs a bit of space, needs a bit of help. Gets Trotter. Trotter now. Easy for Lewis, but Lumsden is up. Lumsden picks it up, tries to go on his own. Marauding here is Lumsden again. Well, Scarlett gets a toe in. Bulls throw, Giles. Just in front of the management there for the Bulls, who Elliot Powell said at the beginning of the month that December would be a month where perhaps the Bulls could make some headway, making up those games in hand, and they have done. But for the blip against Herne Bay, it's been a very good December. Well, foul surely there. Cavalier is upended by Scarlett. Gone down. Bulls don't want Cavalier out the game this early on. Just caught there by Scarlett. Going to get a yellow card as well. Looked to be a very clumsy challenge on Cavalier. Cavalier beating him. Scarlett upends him. Steve Martin, his casual self, just comes across, has a look. The referee had called for the trainer, but Carvalho seems to have recovered. You can see the magician working his magic and sometimes getting caught with too many tricks up his sleeve. Well, Giles can deliver. Campbell is there. Ritzimer is in there as well. The ball's got some height with Lumsden adding to the weight as it comes in. Campbell with the header, unmarked. Well, cleared again. Campbell able to just knock it back and across. Nobody there, and quickly at the other end. The Bulls have to. Well, good play by Carey there. Gets back really quickly and just shields it. Gets it back from Roche. And it will be a Bulls throw, far side. Jay Giles just taking his time. Forward again, but ahead of Fuller. It's Ashford United who get a go on that far side with Scarlett, who has a yellow card. Launches a long one, flicked on by Lockyer. There is Bate. Lockyer trying to get in the mix. Bate flicks it up and across. Cherry with the header. Not cleared yet, but it is this time. Ritzimer flicks it first time. Looking for Lockyer, and Matty doesn't reach him. Lumsden has won the throw in. Wow, looked like the last touch was definitely off Collins. Throw goes to Ashford. Hassler trying to get Collins in, but Carey there. Handball claim, referee does give it. This time Hassler. Watson will leave it. The Bulls will make their way forward. And Lumsden. Looking again for Ritzimer. Doesn't reach him. Lewis. Into Collins. Lewis Collins. Well, for those of you who ever watched a certain police drama, you'll know what I mean. And now it's Moses clipping it forward, but Giles is there. And it's been pretty even first half an hour. Moses stepping up again. And here comes Carney, blocked by Giles. And we have had half an hour here at Springfield Stadium. It's still goalless, Jersey Bulls 0, Ashford United 0. It's not been short of action. As Hassler takes the throw. Good work by Trotter, solid challenge. Watson always seems to be on hand. Now Carvalho, what is he pulled there? That was just a bit of a tug on his right arm. Seems to have just about shaken off that knock. Back again with Fuller. Near side to Lewis. Collins again. Hassler. Well, they're just taking their time here, trying to keep some possession. Stringing some passes together as well as Hassler goes route one. Roche calls it. Carey just about hears it in time. And again, looking for the release for Carvalho, but too much on that one. Scarlett goes back to Brooks. Now can the Bulls wrap up 2025 with another present, belated, for the supporters? Will Ashford United turn the screw on them and keep it tight? We'll see, as Ritzema just getting challenged there by Moses, but the Bulls keep it alive. Nice ball inside for Kilshaw, just a slight heavy touch, just maybe overruns it, takes his eye off it momentarily. Let's see what he was trying to do, Kilshaw, trying to regain some of that form we saw last year. Back it goes again, Campbell. Back to Roche. There's a bit of time here. Carey again. Well, heavy touch by Roche. Gives Campbell a lot to do. He just about gets there. Does well. Roche launching it. And Lewis bringing it down. Back to Moses. Good cushion header by Lumsden. Well, maybe just that bit of spark has just slowly just turned down a notch or two here. It's both sides just taking a little bit more time in possession. Roche again looking for Ritzema. And Carney does well to keep it in far side, tries to cut inside, gets away from the challenge of Giles, gets away from the challenge of Trotter, releasing the ball forward now for Bate, who gets it in and across, and then Roche diving in at the feet of Collins to get there just in the nick of time. And again, flick on there by Ritzema. Scarlett will get there before Carvalho. Trotter gets there. Was a slip by Dixon. In the end, is not costly. Brooke thumps it back towards Collins. Lumsden with a header, just glancing off his head. Carey across. Now Lekimamati. Again, plays it off. Lewis. Ball's throw-in. Lumsden will take it again. And they're getting back in numbers here. Ashford doing the basics well. Lockyer, good play from him. Oh, a chance, well, just in the nick of time. Lumsden gets there and then he brings it forward. Flag was up anyway. Play on. Oh, doesn't go the ball's way there. Mr. Goldup's going to have a word with James Carey. Well, the referee has twice stopped the play when it's been advantage balls. Trotter being warned. Maybe a little bit of back check there. Never comes to any good, so might as well just take it and move away. 10 minutes left of this first half. Still goalless here at Springfield Stadium, as the Bulls go in search of a 5th win from 7 in December. Giles gets a touch. Carney, though, far side, trying to keep it alive, but Trotter wins it. And now Carvalho, a lovely slight there as he just drops the shoulder. Nearly gets away as well. The Bulls come again. Heavy challenge going in. Ritzema just keeping control. Has Kilshaw. Kilshaw now looks for Lekimamati. Will go against Lewis here. Goes and whips it inside. Then the header coming in. Well, there may be just a bit of something on it as Trotter gets forward. It looks like it is a corner, and it looks like it may well be Fuller who got the challenge in as Trotter trying to get on the end of the ball from Lekimamati. It will be a corner. It will be the Bulls' third of the first half, and it will be Jay Giles again. Well, they seem to have a bit of aerial dominance here, the Bulls. Can they make it count now? Jay Giles looks for the far post. Campbell unmarked. Well, there's bodies down in the 6-yard box. Campbell is left alone. Probably didn't realise he had that much time. And his header just rolls out for a goal kick. Brooks in no hurry. Just adjusting his kit. Make sure the gloves are all nicely snug. And then puts one high into the sky. And then Giles again hooking it clear. Balls come again. Ritzema, can he get the better this time of Fuller? The flag is up. Can't get the better of the offside line, let alone Fuller. And it will be an Ashford United ball. Now the signs that it's going to happen for the Bulls here, although they've got to be wary of Ashford on the counter. Brooks will come and take this and just rolls it a customary few extra yards to just give himself a little bit of an advantage as he plays it out right side. Lockyer with a header, trying to get it back inside. Kilshaw doing well, picked up by Lewis. Scarlett and then Moses. Easy for Watson. Can the Bulls do something here? Can they do it quickly as they catch Ashford forward? But again, just not quite recycling at pace enough. And the Bulls work it back and across with Kerry. Nice ball into the feet this time of Ritzema. Now looking at Matty, clips it out towards Cavallo. Cavallo has space, has some time, has some help from Giles. Giles whips it inside. Well, there's nobody there trying to pick a pass. Definitely stringing a few more passes together here, the Bulls, as they work it around. Still unable yet to breach the Ashford United goal. Kerry again. Lucky Matty. Lumsden far forward now, holds it up. Lumsden tries to get away from Lewis, and he does. Whips it into the box. Corner again to the Bulls. Well, the corners are certainly being notched up here. Lumsden again getting forward there and just trying to play that ball in. There isn't much of an option in terms of getting forward from the Bulls midfield. And some of the mascots for their half-time games start to make their way down, but the Bulls have work to do here. Played short this time. Cavalier back to Giles. Giles, far post, looking at the header there. Well, again, Ashford United clearing. A lovely reverse ball. Cavalier now to Kilshaw. Well, he's won the corner. Getting back there was Dixon. And the Bulls keep the pressure on this time. Lucky but Matty will take it from the left-hand side. Campbell stays up. Lumsden in there as well, and Ritzema played short. In it comes, far post. Campbell falls to Watson, hooks it back in, and Lockyer clears it again. Has Trotter won the throw? No. And Collins wants it quickly, and he gets it. And Collins now towards the penalty box. Has help from Hassler, who takes it past Trotter, who's dummied. Oh, good challenge by Lockyer, and the shot from distance. Well, that's not going to trouble Piers Roche. Shot from Jack Dixon. Flying over the crossbar, just snatched at it perhaps a little bit. Maybe could have taken a little bit more time on it. Again, quick break by Ashford United, the visitors. Long again from Roche. Can't find a target though. Giles stepping forward. Nice ball. Lucky Matty looks to switch the play. Scarlett gets the touch on it as it was about to fall to the feet of Cavalier. Into the last few minutes of this first half. The Bulls have had most of the possession. Haven't managed yet to find a way through. Giles to Trotter. Tries to play it in, but defended well again. It's been a battling first half from Ashford United. Giles again. Ritzma. Ball's play on. Well, referee does give the free kick. Just maybe Ritzma catching. That will have been Moses there. He's just caught the heel of. Free kick has been given. Well, not too much you'd expect to be added on. Maybe a minute or two into this first 45. That's Brooks again. Plays it towards the edge of the penalty area. Kerry and Campbell jumping. It falls now. Shot comes in. What a goal that is! Well, it's come out of nowhere, and it looks to be Jack Dixon. Well, a moment ago, he hit his shot and put it over the bar. But this time, no mistake. It comes from the most unlikely of positions. Edge of the box stuff. And Jack Dixon puts a worldie past Piers Roche, and Ashford United have got the lead here. Well, they've looked dangerous all evening on the counter, and this time, as the ball falls to Dixon, he pulls the trigger and he finds the top corner. Jersey Bulls 0, Ashford United 1. Well, against the run of play, you'd say, but they have looked dangerous on the counter. Can the Bulls find a reply straight away? Cavallio into the box, far side, whips it across the middle, and Leki Mamati arriving, but not in time. And that would have been the perfect response. Well, that goal from Dixon will be one worth watching again. Couldn't have hit it any better. Complete reverse from what we saw moments ago. This time, couldn't have placed it any better than he did. The Bulls, though, want to get on with it. Lumsden has the ball. Movement by Ritzema. It will be direct route here. Campbell is forward. Campbell's the flick on to Watson. Watson trying to keep hold of it, has to go back to Kerry. Out it goes now. Oh, good clearance again. Nokia helps it on, but Kerry returns it to Roche. Route 1 from Piers Roche. And it may well have worked as Cavallio stays on side, goes past Scarlett. Cavallio now needs to find the pass. Well, he can't, and it's cleared. And Giles just about, can he keep it alive? He can, but he's lost out here. And here come Ashford United again on the rampage now, bursting forward. Still going. This time it's Fuller. Gets help from Carney. And the Bulls get back in numbers. Hassler. Lewis arriving. Leki Mamati getting back in across. Well, there's a gift now to Ritzema. Ritzema just tries, well, he sees the keeper off his line and he has a quick look up, but he's not going to beat him with that kind of quality. You can see what Ritzema was thinking. He'd seen the keeper off his line. He needed to get something under and up and over, but scuffs the shot, and Brooks watches it. Well, we're into the first minute already of added time in the first half here. The Bulls are trailing. That is the story of this first half so far, as Brooks clears it again. Lockyer with a header. Campbell into Leki Mamati. It's the one last chance for the Bulls to get another attack going in this first half. Well, not with the ball going out there. And that is it. Mr. Golder has blown the whistle. A 45 that has seen the Jersey Bulls with most of the efforts on target. They're not been able to break down this Ashford side. And with minutes left in the first half, Jack Dixon with an absolute perfect strike beating Piers Roche as the players make their way off. It's Jersey Bulls 0. It's Ashford United 1. The Bulls will need to have a rethink at half-time and come out fighting for the second. The last 45 minutes of 2025 is next after the break. The Bulls with plenty of work to do as they start the second half, trailing by the Jack Dixon stunner in the first half. The difference between the two sides, the nuts and bolts have held together really tightly in the first 45 minutes. They've snuck into the lead, and their grip on this game is in the balance, albeit it is 1-0. But it looks like the Bulls are going to make a change, and it's going to be Fraser Barlow. Well, Toby Ritzimer has battled hard up front, trying to get into the right positions to get that goal perhaps, but it's going to be Fraser Barlow, the man who always seems to find a way for the Jersey Bulls, is going to come on, and the most obvious choice, you'd think, to go up top. Now Ritzimer has only made 45 minutes, he's off, and Barlow is on. Still plenty of options on the bench for the Jersey Bulls, with a handful of youngsters still. But for now, it's Barlow, and what can he do? That's the only change, by the looks of it, for the Bulls. Doesn't look like there's been any changes for the nuts and bolts of Ashford United. It's the last 45 minutes of 2025, and the Bulls will need to get on it straight away as we're underway for the second half. Giles goes long, looking straight away for Barlow. It finds Lecky Mamati, and a touch of Barlow trying to get inside the box. Barlow with the shot from distance. Well, he tries his luck with his only second or third touch of the match, and Barlow already fancies it, you can tell. Just cuts inside there, looked straight up for that far corner, the same corner that Dixon put that worldie in just before half-time. And it will be that goal that the Bulls will attack in this second half. Work to do. Ashford good for their lead. Trotter with the header. Watson there now, just keeping the pressure on. They have to go back here, Scarlett, as Moses just a little nudge on Barlow. Comes back, Giles jumping. And it's been picked up now by Bate. Bate will get into the box. Bate clips it far post over Lumsden. Lockyer arriving. Lumsden back in position. Back it goes to Lewis, and then Hassler. Big up and under. Header away by Giles. Well, the Bulls just having to defend here in this opening few minutes. Forward comes Carney. Carney clips it across. Arriving. Well, it's flicked inches past the far post. It looks like it may well be Collins there who gets the last touch, and another inch or two the other way, and it would have been the second for Ashford United. Well, they've started brightly in this second half. They finished the first brightly as well, but they've also never not been at the game. Every time the Bulls have pressed, they've been there on the counter, and they do it again. Cleared long again. Kerry gets there. Bulls just need to get a foot on it, bring it down, control it. Trotter there just trying to bring a semblance of order. But nuts and bolts are working well here. Overlap as the ball's played in again, far post. Giles with the header. And a lively start here by Ashford United as Giles tries to get away, plays it inside. Kilshaw is available. On the outside is Lecky Mamati. Kilshaw will take a few steps. And then, well, he's overplayed that. No way is Lecky Mamati getting anywhere near that. Straight to Brooks at the other end. The idea was right. The execution was all wrong. Here they come again. Nuts and bolts. Carney now switching flanks. Inside to Moses. In fact, it's Hassler there who's picked it up and then put it out. Well, Ashford got the goal just before the break, and they're looking to go and get another here in this second half. The Bulls, plenty of work to do as Trotter gets pushed to the floor by Dixon. Right in front of the referee. Adam Trotter will shake that off. Oh, maybe not quite as quickly as it initially looked. Just getting caught at the back of the head. It's going to need all the experience of the 200 man, James Kerry and Luke Campbell and Jay Giles, all to pull together to find a way for the Bulls to finish 2025 on a high. As Giles plays it up, looking for Barlow. Barlow battling hard already. Watson, bit of an up and under. Trotter in there with Dixon. Dixon winning that battle. And then Bate. A little bit of afters there, perhaps. Trotter and Hassler. Hassler looking for Collins. Lumsden will win it. Back inside by Dixon. Flicked on by Carney. Here comes Collins now. Collins down the left-hand side. Collins, well, he's played the ball in, but he's not found anyone in a good position. He's found Lockyer, now found Scarlett. Hassler again, gets inside Trotter, clips it towards the far post, but into the waiting arms of Roche, who then decides to clear it first time. Looking for Barlow, who's being bundled down. Free kick given. Well, he's always going to cause problems. He's a tough, he's got low centre of gravity, has Fraser Barlow. He's bundled to the floor already. He's not happy about it. He's telling the referee, but he's won the free kick for the Bulls in a decent-ish position. Not the kind of area they'll get the strike, but a good chance to send numbers forward. Barlow getting spoken to now. Perhaps for his reaction. I could see the passion coming from Fraser Barlow. To watch on for the first 45, but can make an impact in this second half as Jay Giles delivers it towards the 6-yard box. Too close to Brooks, though.
Andy Bradshaw.
As Barlow, well, a little bit of afters here as well. Lumsden staying down. He's taking his time. He's back up, he'll be okay. Got a lot on the line this evening. Finish 25, finish it well. Get a third win at step 4. And give James Kerry a victory in his 200th game. Still a lot to do though, and Ashford still good for their 1-goal advantage. Nothing at step 4 comes easy. Oh, that ball though to Carvalho did, but he just can't control it. Gift of a clearance. The magician can't get hold of it. As Giles tries to get it inside. Lovely touch there, upended is Killshaw. Going to be another yellow card, this time for Hassler. Second one of the evening for the visitors. If he's going to commit it, he didn't want to do it right under the nose of Mr. Goldup. And he's been carded. Bulls just need to try and work something. Out it goes, far side. Campbell with the header back inside. Barlow battling with Moses, doing really well. He's managed to lay it off for Lumsden, who is arriving. But the counter is on, and then Lumsden is back and covering it well. A lovely ball outside to Carvalho now. Carvalho. Well, it's come off him last. And it will be a goal kick. Not just quite yet working for the Bulls in this second half. A bit of stop and start as Ashford still go around and about and do their business, sticking to their plan. And much looking to play on the counter. There's Brooks. Looks again for Lockyer. Lovely header on by him, but Giles gets there, and then Dixon. Barlow battling. Lockyer again. Good control from the skipper. Scarlett now clips it forward. Campbell should just marshal that one out. He does. Just feel there's a little bit of a lack of cutting edge here for the Jersey Bulls. Don't have the presence of a Ryder Santos or a long bit this evening. And they do have a Fraser Barlow. He's just beaten to it this time by Moses, who tries to break away but gets stopped by Giles. And again, Cavallo just not quite looking on it this second half. Maybe just that knock he took in the first. He looked like when he came out at the start of the second, just doing a few little warm-ups, and he maybe just still struggling with that knock that he got from the challenge. And the Bulls, of course, still have options on the bench, and they've got Casey Nixon, who we've seen at the younger age groups for Jersey. Once again, the flag is up far side. Also a chance maybe for Stanley Dunn as well. So options are there, and there is another change, and it's Francis Legimamati going off, and it is going to be the change with Casey Nixon, a debut for the Bulls at first team level. We've seen him playing in the Marathi a couple of seasons ago. He looked to be another young, fine prospect for the Jersey Bulls. Just 18 years old, Casey Nixon, and a chance to make a mark this evening. Elliot Powell not wasting time with the changes. Another long ball forward. Lumsden has misjumped. Ball's played back in a cross, and well, Roche flaps at it as coming in there is Carney, and nearly carnage. Now, here's Roche. Was caught a couple of weeks ago. In fact, at the end, it was a penalty against Herne Bay that was never a foul. It was never a free kick. It was a goal that was scored, and Roche claimed it. And just maybe a flashback there, but this time no goal scored as a result. Another offside. So it looks like Nixon has taken up that right-hand side. In fact, it's not. Yeah, he has. He's gone straight to the right side. Cavallo stayed on this near side. As the nuts and bolts have a throw in. Hassler. I've seen him try and launch a few in the first half. He'll try again here. Gets good distance on it. Lockyer flicked it on. Giles gets there first. Plays it up, looking for Nixon. Scarlett. Back and across to Fuller. Hassler again. Fuller and Hassler working there, trying to get the ball forward, but it's easy for Lumsden, and cuts it out. And he tries to release Cavallo. Asking a bit too much from that pass. Lockyer again. Certainly been really good in the air, the skipper, for the nuts and bolts this evening. Scarlett. Now to Fuller. Does well, avoids two challenges, but he's also managed to win the throw-in. Second half not quite yet going for the Jersey Bulls. Ashford still have that goal lead. In fact, free kick appears to have been given. And Hassler will take it. Chance for them to get another ball towards the penalty area. Flicked back by Lockyer again. Hasn't missed a header this evening. Ball comes back and a chance now on the counter. It is Lockyer. Clips it forward. Campbell with the header. Back again to Lockyer. Nice offload there to Scarlett. Good football here by Ashford United. Knocking it around. Carney, Hassler. Looking for the overlap there of Lewis, who gets there. Gets the ball in first time as well. And he can't get it in play. Puts it out. And it'll be a goal kick. Time ticks on in this second half. Ball's still needing to find a leveler first. Ashford, though, sticking firmly to their game plan, making it hard. Trotter now trying to get a little bit of space here, but he's brilliantly tracked there by Dixon. Finds the offload to Kerry. Kerry driving forward now. Looking for Carvalho. It's not quite working. The cover is good by Ashford. Fuller now. Oh, he's trouble there at the back, and there's a chance now. Carney against Roche. Carney, great save by Piers Roche. Well, a mistake at the back by the Bulls. It's not over yet for Ashford United. They're still coming forward. Carney's denied by Piers Roche. Carney gets it back up. Carney still going. Lays it off here, near side. Well, there's nobody there, but Carney could so easily have given Ashford their second, but Piers Roche to the rescue after a mix-up, looked like, between Kerry and Lumsden at the back, colliding and allowing Carney in. Bulls escape this time. Well, Roche had to be absolutely on it this time, and he was. Again, the long ball forward, it's not really working. The Bulls need to get it down. That ball forward by Watson, asking too much of Fraser Barlow. I feel if the Bulls are going to unlock this defence, they've got to keep it on the floor. The long ball isn't working. They've got to work some passes, got to keep it at feet. It's been too easy for the combination of Fuller and Moses at the back. Hassler wins a throw-in. Stanley Dunn is on the bench. He would be a good option potentially. Had some fresh legs, and probably expect to see him to get at least 20 minutes, you think, if this is as it is at 70. Kerry clears it again. Good work again by Ashford. Just keep knocking on that door. Here comes the run again. Flick forward. There goes Carney. Roche coming there, clattering. Oh, he's got to be careful. Nearly takes Carney out there as Bate got it forward. And then it's back to Roche. It looks like the ball has got out. Goal kick's been given, but Roche got to be careful, not committing himself to the challenge in the penalty box, which could lead to catastrophe. Just to cause a foul. Roche clears again. Lumsden. You just wonder if a change may be a formation here. The Bulls have got a flat back four. They've got Lockyer up front, who's really been operating alone, and I think they gamble on just pushing Giles a bit further forward. Oh, Lumsden. Nice layoff. Trotter again. Now Kilshaw. And now Watson having to track back. Not seen too much of him in this second half. Here come the nuts and bolts again. Dixon lays it off. Carney just runs into trouble as Carvalho working ever so hard. Scarlett now, lovely ball inside. Watson diving in, but Dixon keeps it, and then out on the far side for Collins. Collins with the shot blocked by Lumsden. Well, at the moment, you'd say Ashford United looking the most dangerous. Quick ball coming, stretching the balls across at the back. And any moment now, you feel that it could be the visitors who might go on to get a second goal. Just seem to be a little bit more composed. There's another long ball coming in here from Hassler. Headed away by Campbell. Nixon to Lumsden. Barlow on his own. Just with Moses for company. Fuller gets there ahead of Barlow, and then the ball breaks. Roche is quickly on it and clears it up to Barlow. Does well to chest it down, but it's nicked off him by Moses. Now Dixon, buoyed by his goal, has started to run the show in this second half. And the Bulls get it back to Roche. Gives it to Giles. Oh, good play by Trotter, but not by Dixon, as he gets booked. So a card to go with his goal right in front of Trotter. Well, it gives Trotter a little bit of manoeuvrability now, because he knows that Dixon can't foul him again as it's played forward, but not finding the length there to get it to Cavalier. Good play there. Trotter diving in, winning the ball, goes down. Left splayed on the floor as Kilshaw jumps in, and then thunderous ball through, which Roche comes for and then makes a mistake, and again has to backtrack quickly and dive on it. And now the ball's at 6s and 7s here. Really struggling to get hold of the ball and keep it. The hurry up has come from the visitors, who've pushed and prodded. It's like the Bulls need to get hold of it, as they do here with Cavalier. Now Trotter. Lumsden won't keep that in, or he just about does. Looked like it had been overplayed. Now a chance, is it Cavalier to get forward? Brooks is there. Better from the Bulls, but not quite the cutting edge. And you just wonder if 7 in December is just starting to show. Now Bate tries to play it through. Lockyer, lovely back heel. Great challenge by Lumsden. Claims for a handball. A free kick's been given. Lumsden not happy, but it's free kick in a difficult position defensively. Good area here. A good chance for Ashford United. Bulls will need to be on the metal here. Mr. Goldup walking it back. Roche needs to get this wall exactly in the right position. Hassler, and he's probably not going to go for goal here, although he might try and bend it around the near side of the wall. Hassler steps up, goes for it. Well, he does try and sneak it in, but he hits the side netting in the end, and the Bulls avoid any further damage from that free kick. Ken Roche, long ball. One again in the middle by Dixon to Bate. Does really well, avoiding challenges, skipping away. And then Barlow and Dixon have a little bit of a clash off the ball there. Collins can't keep it in. Now you can see the frustration for the Bulls here. Still a long way to go. Quarter of the match, half of the second half still to play here. Still a long way to go. And still only a goal behind. But Ashford United have been excellent this evening. They've attacked at pace. They've defended in numbers. And again, good call from Brooks. Just takes his time. Again, we'll look for the green head, not this time. Watson. Ball's trying to break out here. Barlow lays it back to Lumsden. Trying to find a little bit of a gap there down that right-hand side, but Hasler up to it. It looks like another change is coming. It may well be another balls change. Barlow now. Barlow's got it at his feet. Releases Nixon now. Nixon, can he keep it alive? He gets the ball in the middle. It's cut out, though. Oh, Nixon does well, gets the ball in. It's his first real touch. Bulls will get the throw in. Any changes may well be delayed here as Lumsden with the throw in. Trotter getting forward. Here it comes. Looking for a ball's head. Killshaw trying to turn it back inside. Hooked clear. And you just wonder now if the Bulls decide to make a change, where they just go to a back three, bring Watling on and maybe bring on Dunn. A back three of Kerry, Watling and Campbell, and then just allow some movement down those flanks, left and right, because there's not been a lot of ball going there, and there's not been a lot of support. Well, there's going to be a change. The first one is Stanley Dunn, right on the 70-minute mark. Looks like he's going to come on, and he's going to replace Killshaw. So, a switch there, like for like. Dunn will go into the middle. Killshaw's race of 25 is over. There's still one more throw of the dice, you feel. As Lumsden goes long. Barlow battles hard. Can't quite get it through. Ball is cleared again. And the ball has gone out. Lumsden has a replacement, and again trying to win some yardage down that right-hand side. Launches it again, looking for Barlow. Back inside, now Dunn. Tricks Truss one to Barlow again, but great work by Hasler, who clears the danger. They've been really good this evening, the nuts and bolts of Ashford United. They have stuck absolutely rigidly to their game plan. They've looked to counter when they can, but defensively they've been a really good unit. Back four, midfield four as well. As they come again. Kerry does well. Can't find Barlow. Backward and forward it goes. Trotter diving in. Dixon not happy. Trotter trying to win the ball there. "20 minutes with a bit of added time left. Dunn jumps in. Bull's ball. Lumsden again. Quick reload. Looks for Barlow. Ball goes backwards. Cleared well there again. Looked like it was Moses who just got the clearance in. Oh, Nixon does well. He's being pulled as well, but he plays a lovely ball inside. Dunn now. Back to Nixon. Nixon skipping past one, skipping past another. Still has it, tries to nick it off for a corner, but it's going to be a goal kick. Well, that's the brightest we've seen from the Jersey Bulls. It comes from the two youngsters of Dunn and Nixon, who link up really well there and start for the first time this evening to really put a bit of pressure on the Ashford United back four. They defend it again, though. They do really well. Promising signs, albeit there's not a huge amount of time left for the Jersey Bulls. Well, how is 2025 going to finish? Still, you'd think at least 20 minutes with added time. Oh, sliced clearance there. Cavalier tries to get there. Scarlett gets there first. And again, Barlow winning it. Dunn now. Strength from the youngster, does well. Keeps going, trying to get away from three. Well, he's got past two. He's managed to win that one as he kept it in. He has. Can he get the ball in? He does. And Cavallio needed to dive in. Cavallio's going to get there ahead of Brooks, but can't keep it in. It's going to be a Bulls throw in. Quickly taken, is it? Oh, confusion reigns, but again, well, it's going to be a throw in deep in their own half here for Ashford. They're more than happy to let seconds just tick off. Here's Lockyer again, wins another header. Now Carney to try and break here. Lockyer playing it over the top. Surely the flag will go up. It does. Bate is caught quite a long way offside there. Watson wanting to get on with it here. Takes it, plays it back to Roche. Roche now coming a long way out of his own box as he tries to find Cavallio. Cavallio getting there, but he lays it back and it's picked up again. Good play. Carney now has it. Carney has a bit of space. He can run at this. Campbell coming across to just try and close him down. Carney plays it inside. Watson gets back. And Campbell pokes it forward to Giles. And the Bulls are definitely committing more forward. Now Dunn. Dunn for Nixon. What can he do? Nixon, well, he's got to stay on his feet for a start, which he tries to do. And he plays it back behind Lumsden, who's got to now get the burners on and go backwards. As Collins holds it up. In fact, it's Collins who gets the ball. Held up there by Carney. Collins tries a little back heel. Lumsden battling hard. Back to Lewis. Inside again. And they're playing with a real composure here, Ashford United. Not being ruffled at all. Lovely ball out far side. Collins again into Carney. Keeping hold of it. Lewis now delivers it. Wow, Lockyer trying to gamble and get there. Scarlett picks it up. Blocked. Cavallio clears. Anywhere will do. Barlow will come across. Moses plays a nice ball inside. Gets it back as well from Dixon. Swings it towards Lockyer. Kerry goes down. Shot comes in. Oh, it's over the bar. Whistle was blown. Yellow card has been shown. It looks to be towards Adam Trotter. Bulls look like they picked up their first card. Maybe it was something said. Now, time is running out. Dunn battling. Campbell now. Kerry again with the header. Resolute defending. Can Trotter work something here? Lays it off to Giles. Giles back inside for Trotter. Trotter bursting forward. Trotter still going. Down in the middle goes Barlow. Needs to get back up. Watson. Clash there between Kerry and Carney, but they've won it. Ashford, and they're going to take it down the left-hand side. Lumsden has Collins. Collins goes round him. In the middle it comes. A sliced clearance by Campbell, just away from Lockyer. Lockyer has a little look up. Back to Hasso. Tries it from distance. Always rising and always asking perhaps just a little bit too much to beat Roche from there. Now the home fans trying to get behind the Bulls. Got to dig deep, got to go for those final championship rounds, as they call it in boxing, into what you'd think would be the last 2 or 3 rounds. They're going to have to find something deep, trying to get back and trying to find a way through. They've got to get level. They haven't even looked like that so far, as Ashford have continued to battle hard. And certainly their recent improvement in form is definitely showing. Forward it goes again. Watson, Nixon. In fact, it's Cavallio who switched flanks. Now finds Watson going down the right-hand side. Watson now needs to try and get this ball in, needs a bit of help here. Carvalho again, tries to drill it in, does second chance, looking for Barlow. Lumsden is forward again, flag is up though. Well, there's been a tactical change. Carvalho has switched to the preferred side. He likes to cut in on that left foot. So that's a change been made. Nixon has switched to the left-hand flank. The Bulls trying all different tactical plans here to try and find a way through. Now the nuts and bolts so far have been firmly secured. It's going to take one hell of a spanner to loosen them this evening. And looks like another yellow card. Well, that's gone to Brooks for time wasting. Bulls have it with Dunn, trying to find a little bit of space. And Bulls ball. Coming up towards the last 10 minutes here. The last 10 of this calendar year. Now Roche. Campbell. Definitely the Bulls have sent Lumsden and Giles further forward. Carey goes route one, looking for Carvalho. Carvalho does take it on the run, but he can't control it. And he puts it down. Oh, a decent crowd at Springfield, just over the 800 mark, just one under 825, 824 this evening, watching the Jersey Bulls. And at the moment, perhaps going to see second defeat of December. Barlow. Carney does well again. He looks to play it down for Collins, who's still got plenty of running. Carey has also. And the long ball has to be an option. Just committing players forward as Campbell forward now. Nixon does really well. Heavy ball. Campbell continues his run, but maybe Nixon could have kept hold of it. And again, they just calmly play it around and break it up as here comes Collins again, tracked by Dunn. Hassler again, time to just play it back to Brooks. Moses skips away from Trotter. Long ball forward again. Lumsden should get there. Lewis gets a touch. Carey again. There's a look up. He's looking for an option here. Well, foul in the back on Barlow. Right in front again of Mr. Golder. Free kick for the Bulls. Still time. Watson will take. Long ball forward. Looking for Barlow. Cleared again by Ashford United. Here it comes. Campbell now. Campbell! Well, it should be. There's a foul, looks like, on the edge of the box. Nothing given there. The ball's allowed to play on. Campbell finds himself unmarked and the ball dropping at him. There's some sort of issue there. Looks like it's going to be a corner. And somehow, again, Ashford managed to resist the Bulls' pressure. Ball comes in, look at the far post, punched by Brooks. Watson now, back to Dunn, Dunn edge of the box. Well, Watson is offside, and the flag is up. Certainly getting into the business end now. Time ticks away. Brooks again. And that falls nicely to Carney. Out to Collins. Trying to take on Lumsden, gets past him, gets half a yard. Lumsden gets back. Collins done really well there. It's just been caught by Lumsden. Free kick. And then he just seems to be struggling here a little bit. Collins. Physiotherapist required. As Miguel Cavalier looks on. Well, the nuts and bolts, as they are known, still got to be one of the best nicknames for a football club. And tonight, every nut and every bolt has been properly placed and has been solid as it's joined the Ashford United side as one. And still time maybe to get a second and put this game out of sight. Collins is back up. Ball is whipped far post. And again, too much heat on that one. So Giles will come across. Ball's with about 5 minutes and a bit of added time. They need to get out of their own half here. They need to get something going quickly. Ashford though back in numbers again. Dunn picks it up. Out to Cavalier. Cavalier trying to find a little bit of space. Back to Kere. Lumsden now staying forward. Kere and Campbell at the back and running it as they send numbers forward. Nixon gets a touch, done. Back to Nixon, can't get there though. Dispossessed by Moses, who's done really well. Moses avoids Trotter, plays it through the middle. Roche will get there. Ahead of Lockyer. Flag is up, wouldn't have mattered. Free kick has been given. Here comes Kere. Gets it back over the halfway line. Cavalier now, the Bulls have numbers. Lumsden on the overlap. Lumsden will try and get this ball in. Arriving, well, again, back there is Bate. Gets enough on it. Kere playing more of a midfield role at the moment. Lumsden on that far side. Looking to get it towards the far post. Too close to Brooks. Too easy as well. And it's been one of those evenings where the Bulls just haven't really been able to get past a very solid Ashford side who've been disciplined. Lockyer's been on his own and he's battling away again there. Wins the throw in. No, it doesn't, in fact, it goes towards, that's Watson, so it's the Bulls' ball. They get it going again. Back to Kere, who's covering some yardage this evening. Forward he comes again. Oh, the back heel by Cavalier doesn't work. Lewis cuts it out. Forward it goes. It's just time that will tick away. Can the Bulls salvage a point here? They won't get any more than that, you would think, if they can even do that, as Trotter now looking up, looking for an option. It's got Lumsden ahead of him, Cavalier. Cavalier gets it, skips inside, trying to get away, plays it inside, first time Barlow, can't find Dunn. Moses, cut out again by Kere, there at the right time. Forward he comes, has to check. Here is Barlow, will he try one from distance? He will. Well, he drives it straight at Brooks. It was a bit of an ask from there. It was on target, but it was never going to beat Brooks unless it was a worldie. Wasn't to be. Well, looks like Hassler's gone down. Well, really difficult this evening to think of a Bulls player of the match. It's been a game dominated by the opposition. There's been a few bright sparks in the second half with the introduction of Fraser Barlow. It's not been the best performance by the Bulls tonight. Maybe just running out of steam as December comes to a close. Unless someone scores an equaliser, and just does enough to cap play of the match. We'll wait and see what is announced, but it's going to be difficult really this evening, as the first change of the evening comes for the visitors. In fact, a double change looks to be on is Archie Burnett. Looks like off has gone Hassler. Definitely one change. Looked like there might well have been two. It was just players coming and going. Headed by Lumsden. Again, work by Collins has done really well down that left-hand side, just wasting time as Lumsden tries to wrestle it off him. Carney there as well, deep in that corner. Bulls stop, but they can't win the throw-in. And there'll be no rush, and why should there be? As we're into added time now. Ashford United have led, it's just before the break in the first half, as we hear 5 minutes to add, so Lewis is going to do well to keep that ball down there for 5 minutes. It's going to certainly take time. Just not in a hurry either. Does finally get the ball in. Lockyer, Trotter trying to come away with it. Trotter breaking one tackle. Good play by Dunn now. Dunn escapes the challenge to Nixon. Nixon has the overlap of Jay Giles. The ball is just played a little bit too short. Scarlett can get there. Watson comes back, plays it back, but it's a mistake by Watson. He's let Lockyer in, and this could be it. It is. Well, Luke Watson is trying to play the ball back to Piers Roche. You could see what was on his mind, but Lockyer gambles. He gambles at the right time. He nips in, and he puts the ball in the back of the net. It's an empty goal. It's an open goal. And it's the skipper, Gary Lockyer, who's capped off a fantastic night for the visitors. Ashford United have come here on the back of a win on Saturday against Hastings, and it looks like they've now taken all 3 points off the Jersey Bulls. Well, at the beginning of the game, the Bulls were looking for 3 in 3. It's not to be this evening. They're going to finish 2025 with a defeat at home. But fair play to the nuts and bolts. They've been really, really good this evening. And it's their skipper who probably puts this one, and definitely does, in fact. There's no doubt now. It will be all 3 points to Ashford United. It's Jersey Bulls 0. It's Ashford United 2. Well, it's going to be some comeback if there's any time left. About 3 minutes of added time, but the Bulls have run out of ideas this evening. Jay Giles has played that out straight into the management, who look on and maybe just won too many games in the month of December. But you can't take anything away from the visitors this evening. Ashford United have been really good. They got the goal. They defended really well since then, and they've not given the Bulls a sniff. And they continue to battle, every single one of them across the pitch. Bulls have got a chance here maybe to get a consolation, but you can't see them getting even that at this stage. Lumsden will try another long throw. Campbell is up there, flicked away. Kerry tries again to get the team going forward. Lovely play there by Giles, looking for Nixon, but Scarlett gets across. Nixon battling, Nixon winning it. Back inside to Giles. Giles first time to Barlow, gets a nudge. trying to twist and turn. Giles gets a little bit of space, but it's put out for a corner. Giles will quickly take it as Bate gets the last touch. No time to dwell here for the Bulls. Ball's played in, far post, header is there, it comes off Lumsden. More it strikes him than he directs it, and it will be a goal kick. And you feel that that probably is the last chance that the Bulls had this evening, or will get, with about a minute of time left. As Brooks clears it again. Campbell. Here come the nuts and bolts again. Collins down that left-hand side. This time he will try and run it into that corner, you can be sure. Kere doing well. Gives away the throw-in. The last hurrah. Jack Lumsden has been given player of the match. He's had a decent game. Not been a great performance. The balls have been played off the park at times by a lively visitors, Ashford United. Fuller running this evening. Burnett gets a touch. Back inside, and it's been 2 or 3 players down that left-hand side with Lewis, Carney and Collins. They've just been solid at the back as Burnett plays it forward again. Trotter to Giles. Plays it up. Well done. He's beaten to it by Moses. And then Kere is taken out by Dixon. Yellow card shown to Kere by the looks of it. Now timbers are definitely fraying now, and there's pushing and shoving. And James Kere in his 200th game gets a yellow card as Lockyer. And a yellow card to Stanley Dunn as well. And it's tough at step 4. And the Bulls are learning the hard way this evening. The league positions have not panned out that way at all. And the Bulls will not be climbing. Roche plays it forward. Barlow battles, now Dunn. Gets it out to Cavallio. Quick ball inside. Dunn continues his run, but Fuller is there. It will be Lumsden. One more try. One more launch. Campbell comes up. Here it comes. Good header again. Shot from distance. Straight at Brooks. And that is it. It's all over here. And it's Ashford United, the nuts and bolts, who have come away with a 2-0 win at Springfield Stadium to finish the 2025 calendar year with a victory. And for the Bulls, well, December is over, 2025 is over. Not the way they wanted to finish, but fair play to the opposition. Really well organised, really disciplined, and in the end they took their chances and they did not allow the Bulls any. Well, that's it for 2025. The next game will be on Saturday, the 3rd of January, the 1st of 2026, when the visitors will be the Moatsiders of Merstham. It's a 1 o'clock kickoff. Will the Bulls be in the playoff mix in 2026? Well, they don't finish 2025 as they would have liked, but it's all still to play for as the players congratulate each other, and a good performance from the visitors. Well, it's not what the Bulls wanted, but it is all over here at Springfield Stadium. Ashford United, the winners. That's it from us. We hope you enjoyed watching it. Enjoy New Year, and we'll see you next time.